day, my aqua friends. Today we are going to do this bird, and as you see, I took this picture, brought it into Canva, got rid of the background and just printed the bird so that I could trace it on this contact paper and then use that as a mask. This mask works so much better than just regular liquid mask. The edges are very crisp. It works very good to block large areas. So for the background, I started off wet on wet, and I'm dropping in my background colors, which I used leaf green, sap green, and some burnt sienna. I pick up my paper and I tilt it from side to side just to get the pigments to spread more. I also thought it could use a little bit of texture, and so I decided to take some water and give it a quick spritz or flick some water on it with my fingers. Once that's dry, take off your contact paper and draw in the details of the bird. From here, I'm wetting the bird, and I am going to add all the colors that I see in the reference photo very lightly as my underpainting. So I have some burnt sienna, I'm using some mineral purple, and I'm using ultramarine blue and some cobalt blue too. Kind of want the underpainting kind of very soft and just have these colors blend in with one another. So that is the reason why I started off wet on wet for the bird. I'm building up my colors slowly. Let me know in the comments below if anybody has ever tried contact paper to use as masking for watercolor. You always want to paint in the direction the feathers are going in order to get a realistic looking bird. Also keep in mind that watercolor dries lighter. Coming in with some darker purples and getting the areas that are in the shadows. This makes the bird more three-dimensional. Remember, always paint in the direction of the feathers. And with the same colors, I am going over the bird again for more definition. And to give it more of a three-dimensional look. As you're painting, you should always be checking your reference photo and looking at the values. Looking at your mid-tones, your lightest areas, and ask yourself, are these the lightest that they should be? Are my mid-tones where they need to be? And the darkest parts of this bird, are they as dark as I need to get them? The darkest parts that are on his wing I have not put in yet, but I'm working at building up those middle tones. His wing is pretty vibrant, and so I'm adding in some really nice clean blue. Feathering that out nice and softly. I'm getting in those very dark areas of the wing with some neutral tint and indigo. Getting some shading in there. The brushes that I mostly use are the Black Velvet Princeton brushes. The brushes have a soft snap and they hold a lot of water. Basically, the two things that are most important when you are painting animals is to get the face very crisp and very bright eyes, you know, get the mouth or beak or whatever you're painting very realistic looking. If you guys are getting value out of this video and you like my artwork, please think about subscribing and hitting the notification button so that you don't miss any of the videos. I post every Tuesday. Adding in the white feathers of the bird, I am using Dr. Martin's Opaque white. It's my favorite white to use. I thin it down with lots of water, and I'm using a script liner brush here to add in these white feathers. Now, all these extra fine touches that you add by building things slowly adds to the dimension and the realism of the bird. I used quinacridone magenta to get the berry color in his beak. I'm using a number 1 brush to do the details of the eye with my neutral tint and indigo mixed together. I'm not putting a whole lot of detail on the feet, just getting the colors in. For the perch, I used burnt sienna and cobalt blue. Mixing together on the paper, it makes a very beautiful neutral color. Getting the shadows underneath the feet. And that's it. We are done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Give it a try and let me know what you think.